Hello and welcome to Guitars for Bars. I'm your host James. It's time now to do my distortion pedal video. The object of this video is to show you guys some distortion pedals, obviously, but my main task is to find a replacement for my Boss DS1 distortion. I'm not a big fan of it. You might have seen in other videos, it's got kind of a squishy sound. I don't like that. The Metal Zone, I've been using a Metal Zone for over 30 years. That's my favorite. The Danelectro Fab Metal pedal is very comparable to the Metal Zone for 10% of the price, but they don't make those anymore, I don't think. And I got a few others to try out. I use the DS1 for a lot of the classic rock stuff because the Metal Zone is just too over the top. I like Metal Zone on like Born to Be Wild and any Metallica type stuff, harder, heavier songs. And then the rest of the stuff I use a regular distortion on, except we cover Blue on Black, and it doesn't work for that. It's too much. So I've got the TC Electronics Dark Matter, which the reviews said, one review said that it makes a good clean boost pedal. So I'm going to try that because I need to boost my leads. And it also works as a drive pedal. And I'm thinking that might be what I need for Blue on Black. Okay, like I said earlier, I'm going to use this Firefly. I'm going to pause it for a second and hook all this stuff up. Okay, I think I got it all figured out here. I had a bad cord. Seemed to be plagued with cord issues. Okay, here's my clean sound. Not exactly very clean, huh? Better back off the gain a little bit. I've got to insert this right here. I ended up having on the DoD Overdrive Preamp 250 during each of the distortion pedals I test. So I'm going to let you know ahead of time that that thing is on. If it had an indicator light, I would have noticed that it was on. Okay, we'll just start with the Metal Zone. I've got it set, the low, mid, and the high mid at about 11 o'clock. The lows and highs at about 11 o'clock. The low a little bit more than the high. And the distortion is about 10 o'clock going on 11. Then I turn the distortion up a little bit to about 1 o'clock. That's usually where I keep it, usually around the 11. Now, the DS1, which I use more for classic stuff, you can hear that little bit of squish. So it doesn't work that great for certain songs because of that. It just doesn't have enough bite, you know. It's got that squishiness. Better for classic rock. All right. Now, I'm going to demonstrate the mod tone. This pedal, I really like it with my little 10-watt Marshall solid state. I'm not as big a fan of it with this one. You really got to crank the level up on this. It's got a good enough sound, but when you get to the higher volume, it tends to want to squeal. That's all the way up. Now the gain's at noon, 12 o'clock, and so is the tone. So I'm going to turn the gain up. About 2. The tone up about 2. This sounds decent. Not as much, buzzy sound as the Metal Zone. But I also got it cranked, and it's a little bit more noisy. So let's move on to the Fab Metal from Dan Electro. $15 I paid for that, brand new at Guitar Center when they came out. I bought 2 of them. Okay, I've got everything at 12 o'clock on this one. Level, tone, and gain. And a little noisy. Louder right out of the box. Well, let's turn the level down a little bit. Turn the tone. I don't know if that's up or down. Oh, that's crazy, ain't it? That's the tone all the way to the left. Let's go all the way to the right with the tone. Somewhere in the middle is best. Very close to the Metal Zone. So what I do is I take the Fab Metal in case something happens to the Metal Zone. That way I got an adequate backup. Right, let's move on to the Grand. Sorry, my lung infection's still messing with me. The Grand Magus or Magus. I'm thinking this might be a good replacement for the DS1. Ooh, quiet switching, listen to that. Okay, need more tone. Everything's at 12 o'clock on this one. 2 o'clock now on the tone. Well, that's not bad. Turn the gain up to 2 o'clock. You got a little bit of squishy. Let's turn the tone up a little bit. as the DS1 though. I think that's very comparable. There's still a little bit of squish to the Grand Magus, but it seems like it's got a little bit more bite than the DS1. So I'm going to give that a try for a while and see how that goes. Alright, let's move on to the Dark Matter, which I'm going to use more as a clean boost or a drive pedal, I think. You never know. Got to wait and see what it sounds like. Alright, everything's at 12 o'clock. Alright, a little bit more level. Make it a little bit warmer. Hotter, I mean. A little more treble. Turn the gain down to about 10 o'clock. So that's pretty good setting for using it like a drive pedal. Let's try it as a boost for the metal zone. Alright, at that gain setting, it pulls a little bit of the buzz, that bumblebee bitey sound out of the metal zone. Which cleans it up a little bit, which might make it better for boosting the lead. Now that's with the voice switch all the way up. Now I'm going to put the voice switch down and see what it does. That's a little much for the metal zone. Okay, let's just try it by itself with the little voice switch down. Yeah, it keeps the sound a little more natural to the original sound of the guitar, just going straight into the amp. And turn the gain up to 2. gain. Let's try the voice switch up. A little more bite, but I like it. It gives just enough boost and bite for like blue on black, or using it as a boost for one of my other distortion pedals. Now let's move on to the DoD Overdrive Preamp 250. Now I'm playing through a solid state crate, and this is an overdrive pedal, so there's no tubes to overdrive, but according to the manual, you can still use an overdrive with that. It'll still overdrive it, so I don't know what they did to do that, but let's give it a try. Oh, wouldn't you know it, there's no indicator light on this, so I've had it on the whole time. Okay, well let's turn it back off and run through these real fast. That's the DS1, Metal Zone, Mod Tone, Fab. Oh, that was loud. The Grand Megas, the Dark Matter, I'll tell you what, the preamp really helped. Okay, all right, so that is the overdrive with the gain up to about 2 and the level up to about 2. I think I'm going to start using that. I haven't been using it. It actually works as a boost also. It adds a lot to it with the distortion. Okay, we're going to move on to the Proctavia now, and it's a pretty wild beast. I got the volume on about 10 o'clock and the boost on about 10 o'clock. That's crazy. I'm going to turn the boost up to 2. I'm going to be using this probably on like Summertime Blues and just maybe a couple other songs. Turn the volume up. Now with the overdrive. Turn the boost up to 2 again. boost all the way up. Boost all the way down. Not much of a point in that. Back to 10. All right, that was fun. There we go. One more time through them all real quick. No overdrive. The DS1. The Metal Zone. The Mod Tone Speed Box. The Fab Metal. Oh, I like that one. That's like the best 15 bucks I ever spent. The Grand Megas. A little bit of noise for the amount of volume I got there. A little bit of squishy, but it's not as bad as the DS1. The Dark Matter. You need to turn a little bit more treble up on that. This got a pretty good classic rock sound. The overdrive. That works. A little weak. You can turn the level up and the gain just by itself. Still gives you pretty much a classic rock sound. All right. Well, that's it. I think I can easily replace the DS1 with the Grand Magus, and I can use the DoD Overdrive Preamp 250 or the Dark Matter as a boost pedal. The Dan Electro Fab Metal as a backup for the Metal Zone, and the Mod Tone Speed Box just for something different, and the Proctavia for those special occasions. All right, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.